Hey guys, it's Ben here, and I wanted to talk about cardio success secrets and 10 tips to making your cardio experience a little bit better. And I used a lot of these secrets when I was going through my own 90-day transformation, and I think they can be extraordinarily beneficial. So let's get started here. Number one is to team up, and you're not alone. And a lot of times, teaming up could just be with anyone in our family. This is also a great way when we think, you know what, I can't get out because I've got to watch the kids or babysit, whatever the circumstances are. We can incorporate our family, our friends into our activity. This is a great way to bring our partners and start to sign up for certain events, get involved with coworkers, with after amateur events, get back into that soccer or volleyball or whatever it is your sport is, karate, taekwondo. Think about this. Get out of your comfort zone. If you want to transform, you got to do things different than what you've been doing before. And sometimes where it might feel a little uncomfortable, but you're considering it, those are the things you should go for. And one study even showed here that partnering up with someone who you consider to be a little bit better or a better performer than you can increase your workout time and intensity by as much as 200%. So find and work out with people who inspire and motivate you. And a medical doctor said in his 10 years of experiencing, evaluating what creates long-term health and fitness success, the single most important factor is having a support system. So working out with people as well as people who support your goals. If you don't have this, find ways to make it happen. Your partner's not on board, have a conversation and let them know how important this is to you. Have a serious conversation about this. A lot of times we ignore this fact. It's an awkward conversation when they want you to stay home and you want to get to the gym. They may not see the big picture of why you're doing what you're doing. And if you're not having that conversation, you're putting yourself in a position potentially to set yourself up for failure. It's a number one factor, according to this professional who's 10-year experienced in the field, and it's been my experience as well. So number two, sign up. Put it on the freaking calendar. So whether you're looking at something like a Tough Mudder and you want to just push yourself and do a long-term training to get ready for something like this, or a Spartan race, when you're in the gym and you have this in mind, you're going to be pushing yourself a lot harder and getting yourself in the right mindset. If that's too much, just focus on a 5 or 10K and sign up at an event like CARA, a runners association. They're all over the place. And these groups will also give you that companionship in that group environment, joining some of these types of groups. Get it on the calendar. Get a vacation on the calendar. When you know you're going to be out in the sun, you're going to be wearing a certain outfit, it makes all the difference. It also makes yourself more committed to what you're doing. And even a photo shoot, there's nothing wrong with this, especially if you're really dedicated to a 90-day transformation. I did that. I actually put this picture you see here, that was taken from somebody I called up and said, I've got a photo shoot, it's going to be done in about 45 days. A transformation is going to be done in 45 days. Can I book a photo shoot? And I stuck to it. And that made a big difference in me staying focused. Pony up. Something called Healthy Wage, a friend introduced me to here. And it's actually a way where you can get paid for losing weight by you put a personal wager on yourself, calculate a certain amount you want to lose over a certain time period. And if you actually follow through, they will pay you. So I'm sure there's other sites like this, but this is just one that I knew of that was shared with me. Man up or woman up. Take a look at people who have gone through these tremendous journeys, like Fiona Oakes, who's traveling over these extremely long distances and deserts and across the world. And same with Rich Roll doing these mega Ironmans. When you start to put yourself in their company, it starts to rub off on you, and you start to say, oh my gosh, I need to man up a little bit. I am not really, my mindset isn't where it needs to be. And if you know me, you know who David Goggins is and the inspiration and impact he's had on my transformation. Put yourself in the company of these people. And one great way to do that is to go online and get signed up with these motivational audios and videos. Put them on when you're working out, like I do basically every single day. And when you're hearing these stories of these people who have gone the extra mile, it's going to put you in a completely different mindset. Another idea is to quiet down and calm the mind. You know, guided meditation could be such a powerful tool to just relax you, to get you in a place where you're thinking, instead of thinking, I need to get this done so I can get on with my day, it can get you into a relaxed place where you're actually just walking and enjoying life. And isn't this really why we're transforming in the first place, is to get ourselves in a position where we're enjoying life and we're appreciating things a little bit more. So I have created some guided meditations on my Plant-Based Ben podcast, and you can download those for free. And you can get them all over YouTube as well. There's some really great ones. And another thing about calming down is we're reducing our cortisol levels, which are connected to stress and weight gain. Another amazing way to calm down is to do mantras. Now, if you're like me, some of these are not going to resonate with you, especially like everybody is a bikini body. But hey, that might be one that works for you. You know, I am strong, I am beautiful, I am enough. Just choosing one that might work. For me, I like the saying, every day in every way I'm getting stronger and stronger. Every day in every way I'm getting stronger and stronger. And I actually say that to the cadence of my jogging or my walking. And saying it over and over in your head, or maybe even out loud if you're crazy enough. And that mindset can do amazing wonders for your stress, for your focus, for your attitude. Because a thing that you're doing on top of attracting this positivity is you're taking your mind off of the busyness that you have day to day. This is absolutely a type of meditation. Power of Now is just a plug for this book, because one that has had a huge impact on my life, and it's very transformative. It's non-denominational, it's non-religious, it's just a kind of a self-development in the field of spirituality. Show up and just get started. You know, if you can't shift your mind, shift your body. And this is so true, because once we just start to move our body, our attitude can change. We've all experienced this before. And so tell yourself that, you know what, you're just going to go around the block. You're not going to get the 3 miles in, you're going around the block. And you know what, you start doing your mantras, you listen into your David Goggins. Next thing you know, that 1 block becomes 2, becomes 5, and becomes your 3 miles or more. And it all starts with sometimes just getting up and getting started. If you're moving, you're winning. Take custody of your life, show up, do your best, and let go of the rest. Just a quote that I thought was pretty nice and inspiring. And break it up, 1 bite at a time. You know, sometimes they even say there's advantages to doing cardio multiple times a day. But one of them that I personally appreciate is once you do a short cardio, and kind of like I call it a bonus cardio, you start to feel good from that, and you feel motivated. And when, say you're doing it at lunch, and when dinner time comes around, it's time to go to the gym, you're actually more inspired because you got that taste of what it feels like to get your body moving. And mix it up. You know, look at all the different types and things that we could actually be doing. So be creative with this. If it's winter time, could you go sledding with a grandchild or your child or your nephew. Get that cross-country skiing trip planned that you've been talking about. So me personally, I love to do stairs, do hills. It's made a huge impact on me. I love getting out in the forest. That's another great thing you could do. So number 9 is to slow down. And what I mean by that is just slow down your pace. A lot of times if we're going at a pace that's too intense, we burn out and we dread going back the next day. So a good pace is where you can actually have a conversation with somebody next to you. And if you're huffing and puffing and it just seems like it's going to be too much to be holding a conversation, you probably want to slow your pace down. This point alone can make all the difference in your success. And number 10, remember your why. Purpose is everything. And of all these points here, number 10 for me has absolutely been the most powerful. And whatever your goal is, if you could just stir up that emotion, remember that, write it down, visualize it, look at your goals every day, remember what they are. It is going to make this a lot less painful and a lot more enjoyable. So if you've got any great ideas to share, I'm sure people would love to hear them. So please write them below. And thanks so much for listening and watching. And I really hope you enjoyed it.